It's going. Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome back to another chakra healing book episode where we are reading the book together in comfortable attire with our little snack and our water. My name is Sasha with Ray of Hope, Reiki, and more. We pick a book. We've just started this year where we pick a book and we read together. Can you hear me? My mic's good? Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I think I will at least share this into the VIP group. Share. Except for I have to get out of my profile and he can't share in the VIP group from a group. You have to be a private person. Say hello when you're hopping in. We are live on Facebook, and then I download this to YouTube so that if you miss an episode, you don't have to try to search through all my posts, because I think I post like anywhere from 3 to like a bajillion times a day on all the stuff, so that would be not fun to try to find the post again. I just quickly threw my hair up and it looks crazy, but whatever. Hello. I am excited. We are going to start off on page 34. Again, we're reading the Chakra Healing book by Margarita Alcantara. And we have found that it is the cheapest at Barnes & Noble's. I did get mine off of Amazon, and it's been interesting so far. I think the first episode had a lot more triggering discussions, and the second one was more informative. So we shall see if this one, we obviously know we're starting in the crown chakra, so that's more informative. Look at this chaos. It's because I instantly go from kids and work to an episode. Hello, Miss Crystal. How are we? We've got our snack and our book. We are going to start on page 35. Do you want to tag Sam? Sam S. I don't think I have more than one Sam. But she always says she never gets the notifications. And my mic should be on, so if it messes up, let me know. I don't know what I'll do if it messes up, though, because I'm not the tech person. Why can't this just work with me? Why do you gotta make me look weird? Too much hair, y'all. Too much hair. The kids actually went to sleep really nicely. So I'm excited about that. Connor made me find a bajillion books, though, he wanted to sleep with. But he went to sleep really good. I saw that Morgan went to sleep really good, too. So that is nice. Oh my gosh. Okay. My hair's getting long, y'all. That's crazy. Okay. There we go. That's a little better. That'll drive me a little less crazy. So the crown chakra is where we're starting on page 34. I think I could do at followers, yep, at least one time. We are, I was talking to Troy for a minute, and then I'm just talking so that there's not quiet until some people can hop on. I can tag her, I think, at Sam. He's not listening. He's not even in here. He's in the Sam Wetzel? Like, why does it do that? Like, I don't even know who that is. At Sam. And then I went, there we go. How crazy. So it should be tagging people. People should start filing in soon. I don't want to get started right away just in case there's some more people. I think the earliest we've been on has been 8:30, But like I said, the kids went to bed really well for me today, so that was nice. That was really nice. Oh my goodness. And I don't like read ahead either, so I know that we're going to finish off with the crown chakra, and then it's working with the chakras. So we'll see how far we get, and we usually stay on about like a couple hours till I get bored or feel like it's time for bed. How are you doing, Miss Crystal? Hello, Brianna. Hey, girl, hey. We are reading the Chakra Healing book today. This is our third episode. We're on page 34. The crown chakra. There are so many chakras, and the hands have come up a lot, and this doesn't really talk about the hand chakras. I think there's a bajillion chakras in your hands. You did get the notification? Perfect. Perfect. That is helpful. I did get the waffle updated, if you guys know what I'm talking about, because you can't say the R word. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So we have 16 spots filled. I think at the bare minimum, I want like 20, 22 spots filled. So I think we can, I think that is totally doable before Valentine's. So we should be drawing for the big old sphere that's like 12.15 pounds or whatnot for the rose quartz. And then the next waffle will be more like a $50 thing or like a $100 thing instead of $300. We kind of screwed ourselves by starting so big, but that's okay. Everything happens for a reason. And look, now we're gonna be having it done before Valentine's, so it's kind of perfect because rose quartz and Valentine's Day. I think that's perfect. I did get most everybody messaged back today as well. If you were waiting for a reply from me, bump your message because I've talked to 27 people today, just today alone. So if you are needing something from me and I haven't messaged you back, bump your message because I don't know that my brain can recognize that I haven't messaged you back. Doing good, excited for the sound bath tomorrow. Me too. Me too. I've been telling everybody who comes in here they need to come. I actually saw Jen today. She came over and got some crystals from her box, and she's coming and she's bringing her daughter. And then we also have, so we have our live at the regular time this week on Tuesday at 4 Mountain Standard Time, and it has some really cool pieces on the table. It's all the putbacks that I've had throughout the year. I put all of the items people have put back or like canceled their boxes completely. So that is all on the table. So there are some pretty pieces that people like dibsed into their boxes and then canceled. So like there's a moss agate sphere up there that is gorgeous. There's some pendants, glow in the dark things. Like there's some pretty cool stuff up there. So, and then Saturday is our craft night. So hopefully this week I have time to actually put together the 2 crafts and get the prices. I'm hoping to get some of that done at the very latest tomorrow and Monday at the very latest so that you guys will know the pricing on the crafts for Saturday. You're good. No, you're good. I had to take several breaks because the kids needed food and Connor had like a little moment today. So yeah, but I did get caught up on putting everyone's boxes away, and then I have 2 more boxes that I need to wrap up tomorrow to go out on Monday. So a lot of people updated their stuff today, and that was really nice. Kept me really, really busy with the kids. So I think I'm going to go ahead and get started. If you have the book, again, we are on page 34 on the crown chakra. I want to get into this. I want to see what it's going to talk to us about. I feel like we've got lots of cool things to talk about because now we're going to get out of like the informative part. I just tagged you, Sam, because you say you never get tags. So that's why I tagged you. Okay, let's start this off with the crown chakra. That's our last chakra that we are going to talk about before going to the next chapter, I think. So the last of the spiritual chakras, the crown chakra, is a source of connection to the divine and our highest selves. When the crown chakra is out of harmony, these are the things that you may experience. We feel totally disconnected from the divine source or universe or God or goddesses, whatever you believe in. We may even have anger at God. Interesting. We have difficulties trusting our path and our lives in general. We feel depressed, alone. I was going to say, like, a lot of the times, like, the alone feeling is what I pick up on people's crown chakras. Unsatisfied with life and unable to let go of anxiety and fear. So, that makes complete sense. So, you're beacon, when I'm like connecting to divine, like the source of stuff and meditating and stuff, I always like imagine a white light coming out of it's like a beam of light coming out of my head and up to the universe, and that's how I like feel connected. So if your crown chakra was not like aligned, then you wouldn't kind of feel that. When the crown chakra is in harmony, we live in knowledge of unity, the idea that we are all connected. We understand that we are individual reflections of the divine. Yep. They say we're supposed to be made in God's image, so there's that. We understand that we are individual reflections of the divine. I already read that. Trust that we are connected to the divine and understand that our individual identity goes beyond the physical form. So like our soul, our aura. We are also more able to easily elevate our consciousness. So more easily able to connect to spirit and see the spiritual signs. Oh, here's that lovely Sanskrit name that we massacre. I just try to say it really fast. Okay, ready? Saharara. I'm not Googling it. I'm just not that person. You know what? If you guys were reading this too, by yourself, there's no way you guys would be Googling. You would not stop, take a break, and Google. You would just read over it and move on. I know you would. Okay. Other names for this chakra is the 7th chakra. Yeah, no. And then even if I go Google it, the next time I read it, I'm going to read it Sahasrara again. I'm just going to read it the same. What colors can... Oh, it's located at the top and center of the head. See, like a beacon. Sometimes when I'm meditating too, I kind of almost feel like, you know how they talk about like the crown of righteousness? I like, sometimes I can almost feel like I'm wearing a crown even though I'm not, which is, I don't know, that's just a little side note from me. The colors you could see when working with this chakra are purple, white, and gold. I don't think I've ever seen gold when working with it. That's cool though. You feel the crown too, Crystal? The element is thought. The affirmation is I know. So I know I'm not alone. I know that I'm connected. I know that I'm divine. Yes, they feel it too. That's pretty cool, babe. Good job. I can hear you in there like tinkering. You were distracting me. That's cool, see? And sometimes Well, maybe I'll add that in the VIP group so I don't get too weird on the YouTube-ness. The glands are the pituitary. The physical body parts that this crown chakra connects to is muscular system, skeletal system, skin, cerebral cortex, and central nervous system. So like if people have problems with like epilepsy and stuff, that would be in there. Muscles and skeletal. So not only that would be like autoimmune and stuff like that would be stuck in there too. So that's interesting. Life lessons to experience the divine meaning of life. Life is rough. Life is rough. Physical dysfunctions are energetic disorders, depression, chronic exhaustion that is not linked to physical disorder. Extreme sensitivity to light, sound, and other environmental factors. Huh. So does that mean people that have autism have an issue with their connection to source? Because I feel like people with autism actually have a higher connection to source. Because Connor is really connected to source, but he's really sensitive to lights and sounds sometimes. Oh, I got real dizzy right there. I don't know what that was. My brain's trying to think too hard at night. Yeah, so I always thought my autoimmune was kind of trapped in my throat and stuff, but obviously it's a little bit in my crown chakra too. You just did too? That was weird. I don't know what that was. And the next thing says other environmental factors and confusion. So we just got dizzy. Apathy and alienation. I almost think that he's too connected to the divine, and maybe that's why the light and sound. So maybe they are maybe people with autism have an overactive crown chakra. That makes more sense than underactive. Anyways, these are just my thoughts as I read the book. Mental emotional issues are the ability to trust life, value, ethics, courage, selflessness. Hello. Ability to see the larger pattern of pictures, faith, inspiration, spirituality, and devotion. Possible. Yeah, yes. Like they're so open. I almost feel like sometimes he's more in the spiritual realm than he's than he's here. Like he's kind of like checked out a little bit, like, and you're like, Connor, like come back to me, come back to me. So I feel like his crown chakra would be overactive, and because it's definitely not underactive. So just an interesting thought. Possible causes of energy blocks in the crown chakra are lack of trust in the divine or life, unresolved anger towards the divine. Troy needs to work on his crown chakra. That's like, is he? Yeah. It's really cool what Connor does with crystals. I don't think I've shown Crystal it yet, but when Connor works with a crystal, after he's done with a crystal, it feels like you're holding nothing in your hand. And it's almost like he just sent the energy completely into another realm, world, or like out into the universe, earth, like to people, whatever he's doing to the crystal. But it doesn't like you'll close your hand around the crystal and you wouldn't even know you were holding anything if you couldn't actually physically see that you were holding something. So I think people that are on the spectrum are just, they have overactive crown chakras and they're more connected spiritually. Interesting. What are crystals that work with your crown chakra? These are going to be purple and white, most likely. So amethyst, clear quartz, herkimer, diamond, labradorite, moonstone, selenite, phenacite. We did this last time. We did this last time when I didn't know what a crystal was. Oh, I do want to order more apophyllite. That stuff is so cool because it just has mixed materials in it and it's crazy. And white topaz, kunzite. We have kunzite, but phenacite. Do you guys have phenacite? That's probably not how you say it, but you know how I am. I'll commit myself to saying something wrong. Phenacite. It basically looks like quartz. Phenacite crystal. What makes it different? It helps you in visualization. Often considered one of the most powerful and high vibrational gemstones due to its strong metaphysical properties. It is said to stimulate one's inner vision, enhance spiritual awareness, and facilitate deep meditation. It's a rare one. See, the stuff that we don't have in the shop, that it's always rare, which means it's probably freaking expensive. We found out, what did we find out? That there was a crazy one. Like a color that we'd never. Oh, orange tourmaline. There's orange tourmaline, Sam. I need some. I know it's going to be expensive, but I need some. Essential oils. Oh, this is funny. This is funny. So the oil that I made for In Bulk is out of frankincense, and I use the carrier oil coconut. And they are for $10 if you want to purchase, but it's out of frankincense, so that also works with your crown chakra. And then peppermint, sandalwood, and lotus. I also told somebody yesterday when I did their Reiki that they needed to get peppermint oil. So just synchronicities. Love it. So that is the end of I actually have never had frankincense oil and I love the smell of it. So I can't wait. I need to make myself up one because I just made ones to sell to you guys. But I can't wait to start using it for In Bulk. Calling on our ancestors. So we are now, I assume this is chapter 2. It says 2. Working with the chakras. In this chapter, chapter 2. My, aren't we smart? We'll discuss the most common methods used by practitioners to harness chakra power and how these methods work, and also share recommendations for when to receive a professional acupuncture or Reiki treatment to help heal the chakras. I'll also offer advice on how to maintain the balanced chakra system and create sacred healing spaces at home or in your office. Fun! Okay. Harnessing your chakra powers. There are yeah, well, I wonder who that could be. That's very strange. It's Spirit has been, I don't know if you guys are getting as much going on, but my house is crazy right now with its flickering lights. Like everywhere I go, in every room I go in, it's like there's constantly flickering lights. And I'm like, what is going on? Is this me? I'm like, okay, Spirit, I get it. But what are we doing here? What are we trying to tell me? I was talking to someone today and they're like, why doesn't Spirit just tell me flat out what I need to know? And I was like, because when you get to the other side, I'm sure like we're so much higher vibrational that they now have to try to dumb it down to us, and like it's really hard for them to communicate to us now, right? So flickering lights and like that's why we get the spiritual signs we get in butterflies. They've got to really dumb it down for us. Okay. Hello, hello. There are numbers of different methods we can use at home to help heal our chakras, including visualizations and meditations. Did the lights just flicker? I looked up and I feel like it was flickering, but I'm not sure. Extremely crazy. I just had a mop knocked down in front of my face as I was walking in my wall. Scared? It was so weird. Okay. So, including visualizations and meditations, changing old habits, practicing yoga, using crystals and essential oils, and getting the most out of our food. Because different people feel drawn to different healing techniques, a range of methods are covered in this book. I generally recommend that my patients choose healing practices. Oh God. And Troy went upstairs. I'm gonna creep myself out down here. I generally recommend that my patients choose healing techniques that they feel most drawn to, since one technique is not necessarily better than the other. So, I know. I'm like, now all the lights are flickering. It's fine. Because you should be scared of nothing. Um, what was I going to say? So I've gotten into sound baths, sound healing. I want to do everything. I want to participate in everything. And it's really hard when you're first starting out in your spirituality, because you do want to participate in everything. And well, what I want to try this, I want to try that. But I want to like encourage you when you go to try something out spiritually to not be so hard on yourself and to give it a long time. Like, let's just talk about meditation, like guided meditations. A lot of people will try it like once or twice and give up. I can't see anything. I can't sit here. My thoughts are like won't leave me alone. But like it's a practice that you have to put effort into. And sometimes you can do stuff like repeat a mantra over in your head, like I am healing, I am healing, I am healing, so that you, when those thoughts come in, you just concentrate on that. Or like when you're doing the guided meditation, you're constantly focusing on breathing in and breathing out and breathing in and breathing out so that you're not thinking about those thoughts. But a lot of people will just be like, well, I'm just not a visual person and I can't do it like that. But like, give everything in spirituality a little while before, at least 2 weeks before you are like, this is not for me. Because it takes you a minute to get past that human part of you to actually be open to trying something new. Yes and no. I don't really know how to answer that. Yes and no. um, Let me ponder that. Okay. Um, that being said, if you're experiencing physical problems, it may help to begin with dietary changes. And you don't have to change everything at once. Like dietary changes, you all are probably like, I can't. But you could cut one bad thing out. And then in a couple weeks, you could cut another bad thing out. I think, what do they say? It takes 22 days to make a bad habit go away. So try doing that. Yoga, massage, acupuncture, and other body work first. If your struggles relate to the mind or heart, meditation, crystal work, or essential oils might be a good starting point. It does get much easier. It really does. And then you're going to creep yourself out like we do. And then you're going to creep yourself out. You're going to get so far into the meditation. And then the last time I did the sound bath, I came home and Troy was so frustrated. So it usually grounds and centers me, but like that sound bath like took me to another world. And I guess I kept having the same conversation with Troy over and over. And he was like, I've told you this 5 times. I was like, oh, well, I'm sorry. He's like, what is wrong with you? Like, I'm clearly not in my body. I'm sorry. I feel great though. I feel great. Meditation and visualization. Meditation is a form of mental exercise. You got to work that brain. That trains the mind to stay focused on a particular object, goal, or sensation, such as your breath. What's the purpose of meditation? Meditation is a way to calm mental chatter. When practicing regularly, it can help transform consciousness in a way that promotes inner peace, mental clarity, emotional positivity, deep knowing, and concentration, as well as grounding us when we feel scattered. Correct. Yeah, it is an escape. I encourage people who are just starting their spirituality to start out with meditation. And 20 minutes a day of meditation, like if you're struggling with depression and you've been out of your meditation routine, get back into it, because honestly, taking that 20 minutes to just center yourself, let the thoughts come in, and like pushing them away and like relieving yourself of those thoughts is going to be so much more helpful for your mind. You're going to be less snappy. You're going to be less depressed because you're like clearing your mind. You're exercising your mind to let go of things. By maintaining a specific focus like breath, a mantra, or another tool, the mind can stop wandering and getting lost in thoughts, emotions, or other mental distractions. Meditations can also include visualizations, where you create a mental image towards a specific purpose. Envision the colors or flow within a chakra can help you connect to them and strengthen them. I wonder if this phone has the app that I'll have to post it. But if you have problems like not being able to see colors and stuff, there's a specific app I used when I first started. And it has the frequencies, and it like you can set it at certain things. I do think you have to pay for it, but it was well worth it. And that really opened me up to being able to see the colors when I was meditating. So I'll post that on the page tomorrow. And I'll put it in the notes when I post it on YouTube too, if people are interested. But it's really helpful for seeing the colors with the frequencies that they put. Envisioning the colors or flow within a chakra can help you connect to them and strengthen them. Because meditations involve the ability to observe distracting thoughts and emotions without judgment, we learn to control our reactions to stimuli that might otherwise create painful or upsetting reactions. It does help you in like, what is this doing? It does help you in letting go of triggers quicker too. If you're somebody who suffers from PTSD, and you find yourself triggered a lot by other people who don't even know that they're triggering you, like meditation can, like the exercise through meditation, mental focus, that can help you with your triggers. I didn't know you played with crystal bowls, Sam. Makes sense though. You did, yeah, that's a big crystal, so You might want to like not, you might want to limit yourself. That record keepers are crazy, and you're connecting to the Akashic records with those, and um, yeah, you shouldn't jump full force into that. Okay. This skill, called mindfulness, can be an incredible, powerful tool for cultivating calm and compassion in your daily life. For the purpose of this book, it can also be a way of connecting with and strengthening your chakras. You can use meditations to get in touch with what you're holding in a particular energy center, helping you become more connected with your physical and energy bodies. I know. I told you to be careful with that one. I guess I should have given you a time limit. Like 10 minutes is good enough to start. She needs to be guided. Otherwise, she's going to sit there for 30 minutes and get herself in trouble. How it's implemented. There are many ways to meditate. You can be sitting or lying down. If you're somebody who falls asleep, lying down, like Troy cannot meditate lying down or he'll fall asleep every time. But I mean, it's kind of good for him too. You can be still or meditate while engaging in an activity such as walking, creating art, playing music, or journaling. Some people practice 5 to 10 minutes a day, while others meditate for longer. In part 2 of this book, we'll cover different meditation exercises that help heal the different chakras. Most will not require you to meditate for longer than 5 to 10 minutes. See, that's cool. Yeah, no, that was not smart. You're such a dork. If you put a crystal on your third eye and it instantly gives you the woo, like that's when you know that's a crystal that you should like put a time limit on and work with it slowly and not like crazily. Amethyst is one of my favorite ones to put up here on your third eye. A quartz would be a good one to start with as well. A sodalite would be a good one. Um, Probably not start with any moldavites or ruby record keepers or orca agates. Don't go crazy, guys. Don't go crazy. Keep it simple. Don't be like Crystal. Okay. Why and how it works. Meditation is a practice that has been time tested throughout the ages. It has enjoyed a resurgence of interest in the past couple of years. Why? Because doctors are not helping and therapies are not helping, and we need more help. We need more help. So we're getting back into holistic stuff. No doubt because many of us want to cultivate a practice to quiet our minds and create peace within our busy lifestyles. But it's not just a fad. In fact, one 2016 study in consciousness and cognition found that just a single session of meditation reduces physiological symptoms of anger in seasoned and novice meditators alike. Yeah, 10 minutes is fine. I usually tell people to do 20 minutes, but maybe 10 minutes is enough. I got a lot of spirit usually, so 20 minutes seems to be my good goal, to do 20 minutes a day. It's also interesting because I've talked about this before, but the functional medicine doctor that I see for the autoimmune stuff that I have, he says that they can actually see in your blood that when you're meditating, your cells that help fight off and try to help get you healthier are much higher than if you weren't meditating at all. I keep getting dizzy, dude. We definitely probably got spirits up in here. But it's cool that even doctors, if they like are not closed off to the fact that meditation can help in the blood, they can actually see that. Pros and cons of using this method. They're going to talk about cons. Oh, both sides of the veil. Girl, I don't know how you're sitting. On the positive side, meditation can be done anytime, anywhere, within any time frame. It creates a deeper connection with the self and makes it easier for us to shift into higher consciousness. It also helps us access our capacity to self-heal and create mindfulness, which then extends peace into the rest of our lives. Also, because this practice builds upon itself, meditation helps with any self-study practices you may already have. Cons, 2 words, monkey mind. What? What? Monkey mind? Okay, go ahead. Your mind will want to distract you from your practice, typically by calling up tasks for the day, like what you will be having for dinner or thoughts you have been avoiding, like worrying about your savings. Even seasoned practitioners of meditation experience monkey minds. Meditation is called a practice for a reason. Cultivating a sense of deep awareness and inner peace using meditation takes time. It is not an overnight quick fix. Monkey minds. I'm gonna call that when I'm like getting distracted. Dang near makes me feel like I almost feel like I am on a ship. I'm so like I keep getting hit with the dizziness. Okay. I got the monkey mind instead of saying I got a squirrel. It's the monkey mind. Changing old habits. Breaking old bad habits can help you heal imbalances in your chakras by creating new healthier habits. The purpose. Behavior and lifestyle changes help us interpret our regular everyday patterns of thinking and reacting to the environment. Oftentimes, imbalances that we hold in our chakras can be healed in part by shifting our consciousness around long-standing beliefs about ourselves and how we interact with others. How do we implement it? I'm interested. The first step to breaking old habits is creating awareness around the bad habits. So what's a bad habit I have? I'm a creature of habit. I don't like change. Okay, the first step to breaking old habits is creating awareness around the bad habit, as well as creating awareness around an issue that we are holding in a specific chakra. Ooh. So this could be like a lot of inner child stuff. This could be a lot of trauma stuff. I don't want to work on this stuff. I mean, I do. Once we're aware of a problem behavior or a bad habit, we can then work to change the behavior or respond differently. I get overwhelmed so quickly when Troy brings up like new ideas. Procrastination. For example, consider when you don't speak up for yourself in a romantic relationship. That doesn't happen. I think all 3 of us speak up. Not expressing your needs and wants can be an indication that your throat chakra is not balanced. To interrupt this pattern, you might make a mental note whenever you notice yourself shutting down after a heated discussion. Once you're aware you are silencing yourself, stop and ask how you could react differently. Then apply the new reaction. Any new reactions will meet this goal through productivity. Healthy reactions will be more helpful than unhealthy or rash ones. Perhaps you choose to connect with your partner in a way that they can hear you about how the heated discussion made you feel. In this way, you help heal the silencing patterns in your throat chakra. We also change the story of identifying as someone who helps their mouth shut to someone who is working on communicating effectively. Holy crap. This one, like the meditation one was so much easier. This one has me, I'll tell you what I'm thinking in a second. This one has me like worried. Shifting consciousness around an old pattern takes practice and patience. However, doing it long enough allows us to break old habits that no longer serve us and create healthier ones. This one's hard. Okay, why and how it works. This works because by modifying our approach to a reoccurring problem, we are actively engaging with changing old patterns that no longer work. When practiced long enough and with consistency, we clear old patterns and beliefs held in specific chakras. You would really have to sit down and think about each chakra and what bad habit you have in each chakra, and like what is how you could, and you obviously wouldn't want to do all of them at once because that's like you can't change yourself completely. But I don't know. How do you, like, okay, so I do get, yeah, I'm overwhelmed. Can you guys tell? Can you tell? I'm really pondering and thinking about it because I want to be a more healed person. So one of the things that I know drives Troy crazy is like if he brings up something new and it's like a new idea or like something he wants to change or whatnot, I will be so quick to be like, but not right now. Don't, nope, can't do it. Can't handle it. Nope. Overwhelmed. Don't do it. Like, and I instantly just shut him down. So it's saying like to break that habit, I have to break that down. So instead of shutting down the conversation, so what did it do to someone who keeps their mouth shut to someone who shuts someone down to someone who is open to hearing ideas? But I get overwhelmed. So why do I get overwhelmed? Why do I? So then you have to think, like, because you can't heal something if you don't know why you do it. Why do I get overwhelmed with new things? Okay, that I'm gonna have to write that down for a second. Someone who shuts down new ideas to someone who is open to hearing new ideas. Why am I like that? And how? I'm gonna have to sit on, like, I'm gonna have to close my mouth. I'm gonna have to cover my mouth. I don't know. You feel it in your gut? Yeah, that just, I feel it in my head. Very, very interesting. And that's just like one thing. Just think about all the things that you do that you would like to improve with your kids and with your relationships and with your job and all the areas of your life. And then you think about one bad habit you have, and you really have to break down the habit because I have to wrap my whole mind around why do I do that? Does that come from maybe it's just ingrained in me, or maybe it comes from like a childhood trauma? I wasn't allowed to express my ideas, so why wouldn't I let my husband express his ideas? Maybe that's the key to allowing myself to hear new ideas. Open to new ideas. We talk about the future all the time, and you never seem overwhelmed. Yeah, but like Troy's ideas when I'm having conversations with him, because he always wants to change like how I have stuff set up, and like I'm very particular, or he wants to try moving this into this room or this over here, or like he just wants to try to add stuff, and then I just get super overwhelmed, and I'm like, I don't want to hear it. Like I'm not listening. I can't do it. You're different, Crystal. You're different. We are on the same page, girl. Me and him are not when it comes to like what I want to do with my business. Oh, okay. Did we read? Oh, pros and cons. I think that's where we're at. Pros. Hmm. That could be part of the problem. And I am a creature that does not like change, and he always wants to change stuff. It always ends up being good though, you guys. So, like, he told me you should move the boxes to up here, and I was like, no. And a month later, like last week, I literally moved the boxes to where he wanted me to move it because I was like, that's not a bad idea. I hope you're not listening. He's not in here. There's only 3 people. That's me, Crystal, and Sam. So, anyways, pros. It works. Embracing new habits and using them to replace negative old habits brings positive, healthy results, even if you have yet to fully connect with your chakra system. Cons. It can take time and lots of repetition and patience before the new patterns stick. Yeah, because I can't even, that one overwhelmed me completely. I would rather meditate, sound bath, or Reiki. I'd rather do exercise than that one. But I encourage you, if you feel drawn to do um, changing old habits through that, I encourage you to do it if that's what you want to do. Okay. Yoga is the next one. I've actually kind of started to feel, I wonder if it will do. I was doing this to Jen. So cool. I don't know what I just did. I wish, like, is there a way for me to know what things I can do? Like, does this do anything? Like, does a bunny come on the screen? Like, how do I know what things I can do? Because that's so cool. Anyways, monkey mind, right? Yoga. I feel drawn to doing yoga. Just simple yoga. Yeah, I did that and the screen went crazy and I didn't know what happened. While there are many forms of yoga, the one most commonly focuses on asana, the series of physical postures and breathing exercise aimed at strengthening us physically, mentally, and spiritually. Purpose. Asana is the program of physical postures that provide physical strength and stamina and are designed to create awareness and connection with the body through movement. Asana yoga is a great tool for self-transformation on various levels, physical, mental, and spiritual. I actually do think I want to start adding yoga into my practice. Even just doing like one pose a day, like the cobra, that was always my favorite pose, like opening up that your abdomen and like, oh my gosh, that was my favorite. How it's implemented. Through physical exercise and breath, we connect the mind with the tissues of our body. And I haven't done yoga since I've opened up spiritually, so I wonder if it would be like different. That would be so fun. Really? Yeah. I don't know why all of a sudden, like, you don't have to be the world's bendiest person to do yoga. I don't want to be like doing crazy yoga, just something simple with the breath work and the like the statue, the mountain pose and the cobra pose, like just easy things. Through physical exercise and breath, we can connect the mind with the tissues of our body. A variety of yoga postures help open various locations within the body, which brings awareness and balance to the chakras. When practicing yoga asana, we move the body into different physical postures and then hold these poses for set periods of time. At the same time, we control our breathing in different ways. helping energy circulate throughout the body and cultivating mindfulness. There are different yoga styles, some of which can be particularly useful in balancing the chakras. Yeah, I think yoga would also help a lot of people who are beginning to feel their chakras and stuff. I think it would help you in feeling which spot in your body like has feelings of like achiness or like the energy feels off. I think it would help that. Kundalini yoga. Nope. For example, using specific physical poses, chanting, breathing techniques, and meditations to try to awaken the Kundalini energy that moves through our chakras. Remember to be cautious about Kundalini. You know, when I'm nervous about something, I know it's something I'm going to eventually end up doing. Like, we have a local person that does hypnosis stuff, and I want to work with him, and I'm so nervous about the Kundalini energy, and it's because it's going to work, and I'm just not ready. More advanced yoga postures have a higher risk of injury. Yeah, we talked about it in the other chapter. You'll have to go listen to it, but they actually do talk about how if you're not ready and you open up your Kundalini energy, it gives you like, it can make you have a mental breakdown. So I'm like, I'm not ready. That sounds scary. We should not lead with fear, but I'm just saying if you're not ready and you're just diving into spirituality, do not go to Kundalini first. More advanced yoga postures have a higher risk of injury. Headstands and shoulder stands. None of us are doing that. Like, none of us are doing that. No, are not appropriate for beginners or anyone with a neck injury, or any of us, or any of us. Like, that is not us. None of us should be doing that. And should be done with the support and guidance of a trained yoga teacher. Yeah, we're not doing that. I just want to sit and do easy ones. That's not happening. Why and how it works. Yoga helps bring vital life force into the chakras, creating awareness and opening the chakras. In general, yoga assists with grounding us in our bodies through a sensory experience. This is especially useful for those of us who tend to spend too much time in our heads. Oh, so the overthinkers should be doing yoga. Weird. I feel like that's all three of us. Engaging in mental activities and less time rooted in Earth's energy or fully present in our physical bodies. It also brings attention to how our postures affect how we move through the world. Yeah. For example, when we experience grief, we have a tendency to bring our shoulders forward. I'm always hunched. That's creating a concave movement with our bodies. In relation to our energy body, we do this to protect our heart chakra. Oh, yeah. How can you not be? However, if we keep this posture for a long time, it can create physical problems in the shoulders or upper back. Practicing yoga helps us become aware of the tightness in our shoulders and upper back, engaging with it, and ultimately releasing it. Yep. Pros and cons of using this method. Pros. Because yoga requires a lot of physical movement, it can be an excellent form of exercise. I don't want to do it for your exercise, so not for me. But yeah, if you were wanting to add exercise, you could go to a more intense yoga class. Yoga classes tend to be held in quiet studios so they can be relaxing and great for stress management. Because yoga cultivates awareness of the body, some people find it helps them practice healthier eating habits. And other positive, that's interesting. So I've been eating a lot healthier, so getting into yoga will help solidify eating healthier. And other positive lifestyle changes. Also, yoga doesn't usually require a lot of expensive equipment. Yeah, It should be pretty easy just to look up some yoga poses and to do that on your own if you wanted, or I'm sure they have like YouTube beginner classes and stuff. Yoga classes can be expensive and they may not fit into everyone's schedule. While there are many free yoga videos online, learning yoga as a beginner can be difficult because without a teacher to guide them, it can be tough to know whether or not one is practicing specific poses properly. I don't want to go anywhere. Yeah. So if that's the only, some new practitioners experience pain, especially headaches or muscle soreness, while their body adjusts to the postures, energy shifts, and physical exertion of yoga practices. It also takes time to obtain optimal results from yoga, and yoga must be done on conjunction with self-study and cultivation of stillness to truly support chakra healing. I would want to do it in my own home. I don't know that I would go to a yoga class. I'm not really a people person. I'm kind of a me person. The bending in front of other people. Me neither. Me neither. I guess maybe if you were on your yoga journey and you were doing like amazing at it, maybe you could get a little brave and venture out into a yoga class. But I'm somebody who likes to kind of do it in the comfort of my own home. It's kind of funny because I'm starting to see in my third eye that I think that Cutler would like doing it. I think that it would be a good exercise or like a good calming moment for kids to maybe we could even find like a kids yoga we could put on the TV for them to try to do. Or when kids see you doing stuff in like the living room or whatnot, you put it on the big screen and you sit there and you're sitting there doing like just a sitting pose and breathing in and out and doing a standing pose. Eventually, if you get in a routine of doing that, kids start to mimic you. It's just something we do as children. We naturally mimic our parents. So it might be a good habit to start doing because we all have children that might need that kind of pattern to do. You might like the cobra pose. You might like it. You might like it. I didn't think I was gonna like any of those poses when I tried it, and some of those are kind of fun to try to get into. And I bet that you would have better balance than your mom. You would kick her butt at that mountain pose. She'd be falling over to the side. Hmm. Are we on the next one? I think we're on the next one. Crystals. Oh my gosh, crystals. Can we imagine? I love crystals. I love crystals. That's what I'm here for. Crystals are used to draw out or redirect energy, as well as to develop the strengths associated with a particular stone. They are also used to rebalance and heal. I love crystals as a tool, you guys. Obviously, I sell crystals, so I love crystals. Working with crystals and stone help us engage with natural earth energy to nourish our strengths and gifts. It also helps us release what no longer serves us, tap into our gifts, restore balance, heal, and elevate consciousness. Crystals can be used in many ways to address various challenges. There are many ways to work with crystals. One common way is to keep a small crystal on your person. Whether worn as a pendant, earring, or bracelet, or carried in your pocket, carrying a crystal on your body keeps it energetic, frequently resonating with you throughout the day. Another way to work with stones, especially when doing chakra healing, is to lie down in a comfortable spot, place chakra-specific crystals on their particular chakra, and allow yourself to meditate, or simply clear your mind. While the stones amplify what you're currently working on, whether it be to release something from a certain chakra, cultivate your gifts, breaking patterns, or work towards another goal, another great way to use crystals is to hold them in your left receiving hand during meditation so you can receive the beneficial healing vibrations of the crystal. And if you want to put it in your right hand, you can push the energy into the room. I like to do that when the kids are being crazy. Why and how it works. Recall our early discussion of how everything is energy, vibrating at its own particular frequency. Crystals, too, each have their own particular vibration and purpose. By choosing one to help you with a certain goal, or by allowing yourself to be drawn to one in particular, you align yourself with the vibration of that stone, as it works directly with your energy body and often benefits the physical body as well. For instance, rose quartz not only helps with heart chakra, but also helps in reducing blood pressure. It's all related. I love working with crystals, you guys. And then I feel like you have to set your intention with why you're working with that crystal, because if you forget and you're just carrying around a rose quartz crystal and like you never look at it or think about it or why you're using it, then it's not going to be as beneficial as if you remember, I'm carrying this rose quartz for my grief, I'm carrying it for my heartache, I'm carrying it for my stress. Yeah, rose quartz has been crazy. Rose quartz and halite have been the two crystals over the last, like, those, if I could pick the crystals for January, that's what has come up the most is rose quartz and halite. Lots of anger and lots of love needed. You have to program it. Yep. Pros to using crystals. Crystals are aesthetically pleasing to look at. Effective, easy to use, versatile to work with. The effects of crystal healing can also be easily felt. You can literally feel the pulsing in your hands when holding a crystal that is perfect for what you're working on. Crystals do call to you. The crystal picks you. Cons. It may take some time to become familiar with how to work with crystals. I knew it was cost, and finding the right crystal may also be challenging. It should put addiction, crystal addiction. But the internet makes it easier to find the specific crystals you need and a good value. And I'm doing essential oils for each one of the Wheel of the Year. So we're going to get a lot more into the essential oils. That's the next section too. This one is actually not black. This is my, so when I get broken crystals, I either try to like fix them and resell them as a discount, or I just keep them. And this was a fluorite tower that was blocked, but look at how gorgeous this would have been to sell. So this is fluorite. I love this thing. Where was he? Where was he? I can't see. Right there. This one's really cool too. That's my garden quartz. Creativity. I'm actually going to keep that in my lap. Okay, essential oils. We're going to be using these a lot more, and I'm excited to work with the oils this year. Essential oil therapy is an ancient healing practice that involves using natural, often fragrant compounds that exist in many types of plants for their curative properties. I also want to make oils, but I want to make sure that I make them the right way so that they don't like turn bad. Since discovering the healing benefit of certain plants, herbs, and flowers, people found ways to include them in our lives by adding them to meals, creating medicine with them, topically applying them to affected areas, and distilling their scent, scent essence. While many people already know the essential oils smell fragrant and pleasant, each plant also has its own energetic resonance, allowing each one to treat both the subtle energy body and the physical body. For those of us who think too much, essential oil therapy is great because the overthinkers, this is calling us out again. Thank you guys. I love finding the crystals. I love finding them. And then obviously, I love working with them too. They are one of my favorite tools for sure. But it just called us out again, you guys, by overthinking. Allowing each one of us to treat both the subtle energy body and the physical body for those of us who think too much. Essential oil therapy is great because it bypasses our thought processes and vibrates with us on a primal level. So it's able to get to us subconsciously when we're blocking it. That's kind of cool. Right? It can help us shift from being in a place where emotions are overwhelming to a place where we feel more able to take a breath and ease into our next steps. It is also useful in body work, helping to release tension in the muscles and treat specific types of pain. I have never used essential oils for my autoimmune pain. Now I'm really intrigued. Okay. How it's implemented. To help the chakras heal, apply 5 to 6 drops of a particular essential oil to a certain chakra. Can ground, center, release, or open it. Mix a few drops of your selected essential oil in a carrier oil. I have coconut oil. That's the one I'm going to be using to make all my ones for you guys. And apply the chosen oil with a cotton ball or massage them into the chakra directly. When using essential oils on the body, be sure to dilute them in a carrier oil, particularly those that are highly irritant to the skin when used alone. They're called carrier oils because they actually carry the essential oil for applications. A good carrier oil to use is, you guys see the word jojoba? I don't know how do you say that. which you can find at your local health food store. You can enhance the healing experience by combining a meditative practice right after application of the essential oil. So apply this essential oil to open up and center the chakra, and then meditate or do yoga can heighten the spirituality. Like, what if we put the frankincense on our third eye and then we went to the sound bath? Or what if we put the frankincense on our third eye and then we meditated with a crystal? Why have we not been using essential oils? I don't know if you guys, I'm making you guys, I'm grouping you in with me, but I have not. I have not tried this. You've done it before? See, I have not. We might be putting frankincense on our third eyes, Crystal, to go to the sound bath tomorrow. I do want to make your roll of the frankincense before to bring to you tomorrow. Essential oil uses go deeper than simply smelling good. They access our energy body and physical body. I feel like we read that already, but maybe not. Often connecting them together to synergy and creating healing on various levels. They are particularly effective for chakra healing because they bring the energetics of the oil to the chakra, helping us connect with it. And because the healing happens on a base level, it bypasses the brain, immediately accessing our internal healing. Went to a drum circle? Don't bring up drums, Sam. Don't bring up drums. I'm so behind, and I needed to get to everybody's messages and all their boxes updated, and then I'm supposed to set up the live table on Saturdays, so I needed to do that. And now I have to get ready for the craft night, but I'm pretty sure that the new boxes that I just got in, I'm thinking they're my drums that I ordered for the shop. Um, I I'm pretty sure. I'm not. My intuition says it's the drums. I want it to be the drums, but I don't have the time to open the boxes. Yes. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. If they're the drums, I'm just gonna pass out. I cannot wait to work with a drum because I love drums. Pros and cons of using this method, so the essential oil method. The healing that essential oil therapy brings is quickly accessible. Quality oils are also easy to find. They can travel with you, and there are many ways to work with them. By applying them to the body, diffusing them in your living or workspace, creating blends and elixirs, among others. Cons. Because some essential oils may irritate the skin, they are not recommended for topical application on the body without a carrier oil. Also, ingesting oils is not recommended because they can inflame the digestive tract, and some oils, depending on the manufacturer, are adulterated. What is adulterated? Does that mean they added alcohol to it? Adulterated. I've never even heard that word. In addition, although essential oil therapy is powerful, it should be used in conjunction with other modalities to cultivate inner healing to help you achieve chakra balance. So it's a tool that has to be used with other tools. So that's its con, and it could irritate the skin. So food and diet. I will say that if you are not eating healthy and taking care of your body properly, that your spiritual connection is a lot less. So the Reikis that I do on people, I always do a better job when I'm eating healthy and when I'm taking care of my body, which I've been doing this whole month. But my Reiki sessions and my connection to spirit and my mediumship and all of my spiritual stuff just comes into my crown chakra so much easier when I'm taking care of myself. So food and diet is very important to spirituality. Food is not only a way to sustain your physical body, but it's a way to support your energy body as well. The food you eat can help your chakras heal energetically. What is the purpose? When it comes to chakra health, because your energy body is directly connected to your physical body, what you ingest matters. Even our water intake can affect your health. More conscious food choices can go a long way to healing your body and promoting high vibrations of your chakras. Yeah, and even just going something as simple as making your own breads, or like just trying to cut out processed foods and like looking at your labels and making sure that you're not getting bioengineered stuff. Just going that far is so, so helpful. How it's implemented. Ideally, the body functions at its best when eating foods that support its system. Foods can be inflammatory. Dairy and gluten, for instance, can be inflammatory to skin, digestion, and joint health. And sugar is inflammatory to various body parts and systems. And then it gives me this Reiki, acupuncture, and chakra thing, but it didn't finish talking about food, and I don't like that because I want to finish the thought. So Reiki, acupuncture, and the chakras. When it comes to working with a professional to rebalance the chakras, there are a few different modalities to consider here. We'll cover Reiki and acupuncture. Reiki is an energy healing technique in which a practitioner acts to channel unlimited life force energy. Life force energy to a patient or client to support their physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual healing and evolution. The Reiki practitioner acts as a conduit using a gentle placement of hands, hands-on or hands-off, to help balance the chakras. Reiki should always be undertaken by a certified Reiki practitioner. But I also do think that every mama should learn Reiki and every mama should be practicing it on their children. So there's that. And I don't think you have to be certified to connect to Reiki energy. I think that when your kids come to you and they're sick or hurt and they want a hug, a kiss, comfort, you're performing energy work. The same thing when an animal comes to sit with you, and you've had a long day, and how does the animal know? Well, the animal's coming to ground out your energy. The animal's doing Reiki. So, hey girl, hey. I don't know. I also don't think it's an unlimited life force energy. I don't like how it says that. Reiki is an energy healing technique in which a practitioner acts to channel unlimited life force. I don't think that it's I don't know. I don't like that. Yeah. I don't know how to say it. Like I said, when I'm eating more healthy, I can channel and do Reiki better. Um, but I don't think that I'm on the same level as what the other side is. So I don't think it's an unlimited force. I think it's very helpful. I think it's a very strong energy that you can channel through Reiki to help people and their bodies heal better. I don't think it's unlimited, though. I think that's a little bit of a stretch. Acupuncture, another traditional technique uses precise needle placement to alleviate physical, mental, and emotional symptoms. While there is no official consensus around whether or not you can heal the chakras with acupuncture, some argue it is not an energy healing modality. Acupuncture does move chi, and there are acupuncture points on chakras in the light. It may be possible for acupuncture to address chakra imbalances. Again, acupuncture should only be undertaken by a licensed practitioner. Okay, it's not just me. Yeah, I was like, that's a little weird. I like the idea of acupuncture, and I think like sometimes, or sometime when I was like looking it up, I don't know if they still use it, but they were using quartz tips on the acupuncture needles. I don't know if that's still the case, but I thought that that was really interesting. And I do believe that that is probably really helpful for pain and moving energy. I should probably, now that I'm so in tune with energy, try it just to let you guys know how I feel. I like the foot detox machines you can get off of Amazon. I do think those work. Like a lot of people say that those are scams and they don't pull heavy metals out of your feet and stuff like that. I could literally feel each time I did it that it was getting further and further into my chakras as it was detoxing my body from heavy metals and stuff. So maybe I need to try some acupuncture. I don't really want to be poked though. Okay, now it's the next page, page 48, and it's going to continue talking about the sugars. So that was just kind of a little tidbit. It's all give and take, yeah. Yeah. The autoimmune specialist that I go and see, he does acupuncture as well. I don't know. I don't know if I could do it. Sugars can create a negative impact for many of us if they're a big part of a diet. On the other hand, removing highly processed ingredients such as white flour and white sugar from your diet is a simple shift that can improve your health in many ways. When you eat more clean foods, foods that are less processed, more sustainably harvested, seasonal, organic, locally sourced, and made with fewer additives and more whole ingredients, your physical body benefits. When your physical body benefits, your energy body benefits as well. We definitely need to get into like going to what are they called? Like the food marts or like the food markets that's that's in like your local areas where you go and like farmers and stuff like that, they bring their own honey that they make, or they bring their own produce that you can buy. And then we get our groceries kind of from stuff like that because that is way better for us than getting it from like Walmart. Did I read that whole thing? Farmers market. Thank you. I'm like, what is that called? I remember in Blackfoot when I lived there, they had like this little trailer that you would go, like you would pay a subscription and you would get like a certain like the $20 bag of vegetables, and then you could get like some added fruit in the bag or whatnot. But I liked doing that, and then we could just make our food off of that. My kids go through so many fruits and vegetables, so I don't know. I think we're on why and how it works, but I'm not sure. Eating clean foods supports your physical energy, body health. Creating awareness around which foods work and don't work for your body helps all your body systems, for instance, by promoting cell growth, bone growth, muscle organ and gland health, and mental functions. By extension, this is also benefits your energy body. Yeah, it's all validation, Sam. It's all validation. And that it's fun too because I don't actually like cooking, but I think what I don't like about cooking is I don't like society's way of cooking and like the image of cooking and how complicated it is to make recipes. But if you think about what our ancestors did, they would just get their produce. So, like, you get a bag of produce from the farmer's market, you bring it home, and then it's simple. Okay, well, I got a bunch of stuff that I can make a salad with. So a salad will go with one of our side dishes for this. Or like I just want to make like 2 to 3 ingredient meals. Like I don't want to make complicated stuff. I just want to keep it simple. And now that I've started to make stuff more like simply and not look up recipes and stuff, it's made it so much easier for me to want to cook because I'm like, I don't know, it's just made it fun and taken the stress out of it because I'm just gonna add, I want chicken wings. Chicken wings are in the freezer. I pulled them out. I've got this chicken wing sauce. I'm gonna put it on that. Oh, I've got some cauliflower in the fridge that is gonna go bad. I'm gonna steam that, add a little bit of cheese on top. Done. Like, make it simple. Keep it simple. So, the pros and cons of using this method. There are many choices and options to support your physical and energy body with food, and when you implement them, it can be healing to both your physical and energy bodies. Cons: eating healthy is much easier said than done. Clean, organic, sustainably grown food can be expensive, and it can be tempted to purchase convenient fast food rather than cook healthy food at home. It's true. It is. It is much easier for me to go and buy goldfish than it is for me to sit down and make crackers. But I am making crackers tomorrow because I'm like Cutler, the boys have eaten all of the goldfish. Those are bioengineered, by the way. If you look at the packet of goldfish and the dyes that are in them, the goldfish is toxic as hell. So I want to make crackers from my sourdough. I'm gonna make like a Parmesan cracker, a cheddar cracker, and a what is that? The bagel seasoning or whatever cracker. I'm gonna make 3 different kinds for him. Um, but it's so much easier just to buy the goldfish that's bioengineered and has tons of chemicals in it. But then we wonder why our kids are so sick and like can't concentrate. Yeah, balanced meal for sure. Um, and then what else was I gonna say? Did your son get horrible COVID, Sam? I wanted to know that. It's kind of interesting because Spirit tells me that a lot of kids are getting type 1 diabetes right now, and honestly, I feel like it's caused by the vid. I feel like something with the vid has damaged kids and um, is causing diabetes. Horrible flu. I don't know. Like, you know how they talk about, I'm sure he's had it at some point, and I think that it's damaging our kids. Like, I'm sure that there's going to be something that comes out later on that they're like, oh my gosh, the vid actually causes damage to the pancreas. And because that's weird for him to just transition into type 1. It's just weird. Anyways, random thoughts. Maintaining balance in your daily life is the next one. We could get through this chapter, you guys. I think we can get through this chapter. Well, at least we won't get to, yeah, I think we can get through it. Anyways, maintaining balance in your daily life. As we start to open up into the power of our chakras, it is important to maintain our raised vibration and positive energy in daily life. Why? Because when we are healing ourselves on various levels and clearing our chakras of denser energies, it is important to keep our energy and space clear and protected, as well as keep our vibrations resonating at a higher frequency. This helps in maintaining chakra balance. That's why it's so important to keep telling yourself positive things like I am grateful for. If you focus on gratitude, it can help you raise your vibration because you're starting to look for the things of gratitude instead of being stuck in the lower vibration. Yeah, it's just I don't get it. Regularly cultivating mindfulness and practice gratefulness. By regularly cultivating mindfulness, we keep ourselves in the present. When we ruminate and get depressed, we often dwell on the past. When we experience anxiety, we are worrying about the future. Staying in the present allows us to show up fully for ourselves. Practicing gratefulness also elevates vibration. See, I just said that. Practicing gratitude. Um, and then letting go of fear and not letting fear overcome you. Like, fear is a liar. Anytime you get scared, just repeat over and over, fear is a liar. Maintain your energy through movement. Whether it be yoga, Qigong, or other physical activities, it is important to regularly maintain clarity of mind, body, and spirit. Sometimes I'll even just shake it off. Just shake off my body and imagine like all the worry like going away. Bless yourself with sacred white sage. Sacred white sage is an herb used by Native Americans for its powerful clearing properties. It clears negative energy from your body or living space. Clearing a living space or ourselves with sacred white sage is called smudging. To smudge a living space, light the tip of a bundle of sage with a match or lighter. Allow the smoke to plume, and use your hand or a feather wand to waft the smoke to areas of the home, starting clockwise from the front door, blessing all items along the way until you reach the front door once more. To smudge yourself, use your hands to direct the smoke towards your body, blessing all parts of your body, especially your chakras down your midline. As you do so, say aloud, I bless my arms, I bless my throat chakra, I bless my chest, and so on. Make sure to tap the loose ashes into a heat-resistant container ever so often as you go along. It is actually really informative. I don't normally, this holds me accountable in my reading. Like, we all should be reading in our spiritual practice to learn and grow. And this has helped me. I always skim books, and this I've actually learned quite a bit. And you don't have to do white sage. You could do cedar, you could do rosemary, you could do other stuff too, because some people are don't like using the sage. So there's other things, and you could use an incense stick. You could use Palo Santo. So there's so many options for that. Epsom salt baths. I also really, really, really love Epsom salt baths. Highly sensitive people, those who pick up on other people's energy very easily. Huh? Say what? Is that all of us? That's all of us. Should consider taking Epsom salt baths once a week or every other week. Ooh, I usually recommend once a month, and this book is telling us to step up our game. The same holds true for those who have physical aches and pains, especially muscular ones. Epsom salt contains magnesium, which is easily absorbed through the skin during a bath and helps soothe muscular and other physical pain. Dude, I'm going to take an Epsom salt bath tonight. Oh, like, sorry, inappropriate. I groan at the satisfaction of the idea of taking an Epsom salt bath. I have actually been in a little bit of a flare, autoimmune wise, like with my knees and my elbows have been really bothering me, so that got me all excited. Yeah, no, that's not good, Sam. I don't know how you do it. I literally make sure I take a bath every night. I can't go without it. That's the one thing that I make sure I get every night. Um, as well as managing stress. In addition, it helps clear auras, which is especially useful for those who tend to take work home, have a difficult commute, work in a toxic office, or deal regularly with difficult people. Epsom salt baths are very detoxifying for your system and can even be used to ward off colds. Yeah, I get it. You've had a lot going on. But here's your prompting to go ahead and do an Epsom salt bath soon. That's so look at Crystal making us look bad. Get out of here, Crystal. I do one once a week. Good for you, girl. Just teasing. Your sacred healing space. To create a this is for you, Crystal. Oh, I just spit. Excuse me. This section's for you, Crystal. You want to act like you're to create a sacred healing space. Make an altar at home. Some recommended items include the following. Oh, we already do this. I thought it was going to tell you to clean again, because that's what Spirit always says for you. Sacred White Sage Bundle. As mentioned previously, Sacred White Sage used to smudge yourself, and a location to smudge a living space. Light the tip with a match or lighter, allow the smoke to plume, then waft the smoke to areas of the space to smudge. Palo Santo, or holy wood in Spanish, comes from a tree that grows in Central and South America. It clears energy and strongly disperses negativity, especially evil spirits. Use it much the same as sacred white sage. A feather wand. Whether it is a large single feather or a wand bundle of feathers, I need to make Troy finish his feathers, you guys, because he made you guys like colored feather bundles that you can use to waft with. Like he made like pink ones and blue ones. They are so freaking cute. He needs to finish them. For the purpose of smudging, use the feather wand to direct smoke towards areas to be cleansed. Heat resistant container. I usually use a shell for this. Use this to gather the ashes that may fall from burning sacred white sage or Palo Santo. You could use a like little pot, something. Crystal allies. Keep special crystals to bless the altar space and raise vibrations of your altar. So the crystals that you should be getting out for your altar this coming month is pyrite, carnelian, ruby, garnet, citrine. So lots of oranges and yellows, gold colors, some green ones too, but mostly like red, deep reds and oranges. Keep photos of loved ones who have passed. Honoring their memories keeps the energy of their loves close by, and if their ancestors close, and if they are ancestors, invoke their protection and wisdom. Candles, like candles when honoring an ancestor, invoking connection to the divine source, universe, God, goddesses, or to activate an altar's energy. Statues of deities that have meaning to you. Some people place statues that hold religious meaning on their altar. Others may have statues of deities they work closely with. A bowl for offerings. This can be a bowl or other container that holds a fruit offering, water offering, or flower offering, or oil offering. Like you can put oil in it. A lot of the times I like to give oil to the fairies. To keep living quarters free and clear of negativity or stale energies, it's also ideal to keep a clean home. Do regular physical, you should see the upstairs. Because I worked down here all day on the crystal room, the upstairs is a disaster. Do regular physical cleanings and keep clutter to a minimum because dirt and dust also hold stagnant energy. At the office, placing a few crystals by the computer, laptop, or mobile devices can help create a more balanced workplace. Tourmaline and smoky quartz or quartz are beautiful crystals to put at your desk to help protect against your people. Especially useful is black tourmaline. Didn't I just look? Because it blocks and absorbs electromagnetic pollution that computers and other electricity may give off. So the black tourmaline for the people and the smoke, or for the computer, and the smoky quartz is for the toxic people. In addition, setting up a workplace crystal grid is a great way to establish a protective field between ourselves and those we work with, especially if the work environment is toxic. Taking 4 each of black tourmaline, clear quartz, and selenite. I said quartz, I didn't say selenite. I should have though, because I do like selenite and tourmaline together. And putting each piece in the 4 corners of a workplace or home or even your bed frame creates this effect. In the next section, we'll cover various physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual elements, symptoms, and experiences that appear in our bodies when our chakras are unbalanced, and study each chakra healing technique in detail. Oh my gosh, that's going to be fun. So we're going to study healing techniques for each chakra. I wonder what that's going to teach us. Healing your chakras. In part 2, you will apply your new knowledge and use self-healing techniques to address common maladies. I don't know how to say that. Chapter 3 offers an overview of over 40 symptoms and ailments associated with imbalanced chakras, and Chapter 4 provides a range of different healing techniques that you can use to balance and heal your chakras. I am super excited, and that sucks because next week we are not doing our Saturday book club because that is the craft night. So we will have to resume the next Saturday after that, and it's going to be fun. Oh my gosh, look what it says first. Addiction. Adrenal fatigue. Oh, this is going to give us a lot of ailments. You're not supposed to look ahead. Shut up. This is gonna be interesting. I'm excited. Let me put my bookmark back in. So next time we resume, not this next Saturday, but the Saturday after that, we will be on page 54, and we will talk about common symptoms and ailments. Exciting. I think this book actually even, or maybe it's a different one. This one might not do it. Anyways, that was our book club. I want to thank Crystal and Sam for sitting in and commenting so I wasn't by myself. I appreciate you ladies always being here for me. And we learned a lot. We did. That one really threw me for a loop. What was it? The bad habits one? I'm game for eating healthy, for meditating more, for trying a little bit of yoga, maybe someday acupuncture. The bad habit one, like that one messed my head up. I gotta really ponder that one. Sacred place, we're making altars this month, so we don't even, All the rest of the stuff I think is going to be super easy. Anyways, I love you guys. Thank you for joining. I will post this on YouTube if you want to rewatch, or if you just want to find it or share it out with somebody. But I hope you guys have a lovely night, and I will talk to you when I talk to you, because I might talk to you sooner. Bye!